My partner Mara started keeping a dream journal 3 weeks ago. Not because she wanted to, not because she read something or a therapist suggested it, or she made a resolution. Because the dreams got specific enough that not writing them down felt like leaving something important on the table. The journal is on her nightstand. She writes in it every morning before she checks her phone. She has filled 14 pages. The dreams are very good. This is the thing that requires explanation before anything else does. The dreams are not strange, not disturbing, not the kind of dreams that require journaling for the purposes of processing. They are very good in the specific way of something that has been carefully considered and prepared. They have internal logic. They resolve. Mara wakes up from them the way you wake up from a very good book, not wanting to be finished, but satisfied with where it ended. She says it started the night after we found the egg. His name is Dusk. Mara named him on the second morning, before he hatched, in the way that certain names arrive before they're needed. She said his name quietly to the egg while she was writing in her notebook, and then looked at me and said, "That's his name," and I said, "Yes, it is," and neither of us has questioned it since. He is a Dreepy. An actual physical Dreepy, living in our house in Portland, Oregon, currently the length of a large ruler, pale blue-gray with a small translucent body and a tail that fades at the end. Large amber eyes that contain the specific quality of something that exists in more than one place at the same time, and the ability to move through walls that we discovered on day 2 and have since adjusted to.
6 weeks.
He has been with us for 6 weeks. Mara has filled 14 pages of dream journal. I have started writing mine down too. It was a Sunday in early October when I found the egg under the porch. I was checking the lattice on the side of the porch, the section that always loosens in the fall when the Portland rain starts and the wood expands. I pulled the lattice back to check the support beam, and there it was, in the corner, where the support beam meets the foundation, in a space so small, I would have missed it if I hadn't been looking at exactly that angle. The egg was very small. Smaller than Pip's egg, smaller than any egg I had heard about, the size of a large marble, maybe slightly larger. Pale blue-gray, almost translucent, the surface smooth and cool, and the specific pale color of Portland October sky at dusk, the exact color of the hour before dark. It was not warm, it was cool, the way still water is cool. The cool of something that has been in a quiet, undisturbed place for a long time. The cool of the corner between the support beam and the foundation, where nothing moves and nothing changes, and the temperature stays the same regardless of season.
Mara, over here.
I called Mara. She came around the side of the house and crouched beside me and looked at it for a long time without saying anything. Then she said it's been here for a while. I'd said, "How do you know?" She said, "Look at the corner." The corner around the egg was different from the rest of the foundation space. The cobwebs had been arranged. Not cleared, not disturbed, arranged. The webs around the egg formed a pattern that suggested they had been positioned rather than spun, positioned to catch something, positioned with the specific intention of something that understood what cobwebs do and wanted them to do it. Mara said it arranged the webs. I said from inside the egg. She said yes. We left the lattice open. We went inside. Mara opened her notebook. We did not move the egg. This was a decision we made together without discussing it, the way certain decisions make themselves.
Okay.
The egg belonged under the porch in the corner between the support beam and the foundation where the cobwebs had been arranged and the temperature stayed constant. Moving it felt wrong in a way that didn't require explanation. Mara put a small weather thermometer in the foundation space so she could monitor the temperature without disturbing the corner. She checked it morning and evening. She documented the readings in her notebook. The temperature in the corner was always the same, regardless of the Portland October weather outside. Not warm, not cold. The cool of still water. Constant. On day 2, the dream started. Not for both of us simultaneously. For Mara first. She woke up on day 2 morning and sat very still for several minutes before reaching for her notebook, which was not yet a dream journal, but became one in that moment. She wrote for 12 minutes. She showed me what she'd written. The dream had a beginning and a middle and an end. It had people she recognized and places she recognized and a logic that held from start to finish. It had the quality of something authored. Not random, not the usual dream nonsense, not fragments. A complete thing. I said, "That's a very good dream." She said, "It's the best dream I've had in years." On day 3, she had another one. On day
Being
4, I had
documented
my
in
first
Portland
one.
bedroom on day 4.
For 11 days, the egg stayed under the porch and was cool and still and pale blue-gray, and the cobwebs around it continued to be arranged in their catching pattern, and Mara and I had very good dreams every night and wrote them
I
down
dreamed I
every
was on the
morning
coast
and
again.
compared notes
The
at
waves were
breakfast
so
and started to
loud.
notice things.
That's like my dream. I was in a
The
dense
dreams were
forest
connected.
with tall trees.
Not obviously, not narratively,
I know.
not the same story continuing from night to night. Connected the way music in the same key is connected, the same quality of light, the same emotional register, the same internal logic. Mara dreamed about the coast, and I dreamed about a forest and the coast, and the forest had the same feeling. Mara said something is curating them. I said curating. She said selecting, preparing, considering what we need and providing it. I looked at the foundation space under the porch. The cobwebs were perfectly arranged. The thermometer read the same temperature it had read every morning for 11 days.
Yes.
I said, from under the porch. She said, yes. On the morning of day 12, I woke up before the dream finished. The egg was on the
What?
bedroom
The windowsill.
windowsill. We had not moved it.
We
It
didn't.
hatched on day 12 at dusk. The specific dusk of a Portland October evening.
It's waiting for
The
this
sky
light,
the same pale blue-gray as the
for
egg.
this specific
The light
dusk.
going the way Portland light
Portland
goes in
October light
October,
going
slowly and completely.
outside
The
as they
egg didn't
watch.
open. It faded. This is the only word. The shell became more translucent as the light outside became less. The egg going pale, and then paler, and then at the moment, the last light left the Portland sky. The shell was gone, and dusk was there, on the windowsill, in the dark. Small. Pale blue-gray, almost translucent, his tail fading at the end into the dark of the room. Large amber eyes that caught the last Portland dusk light and held it. He looked at the window for a long time. Then he looked at Mara. She made a
That's
sound.
different.
Not like Sue's sound. Not sudden surprise. A slow exhale. The sound of someone
I've been
recognizing
waiting for
something
him
they'd been waiting
without
for
knowing.
without knowing they were waiting.
I didn't know
He
until
drifted
was
toward
there.
her. Not flew.
And then you
Not
knew.
walked. Drifted. The
Immediately.
movement of something that exists in the space between
It's like
places.
he's between
The tail
places.
fading into the dark behind
Mara's
him as
still
he
not
moved.
moving,
He
the
stopped
drift
at the level of her
continuing, dusk
face.
moving through
He
the
looked at her
room
for
the
a
way a
long
thought
time with his
moves through
amber
a
eyes that
room.
held the last of the Portland dusk. Then he made his
What is
sound.
that?
Small. The sound of a very old lullaby in a language you almost know. The sound of something that has been preparing very good
Mara
things
reached
for
her
you and is
notebook
now
with
ready to
dusk
begin
watching
in
her
earnest.
intently. In the
Mara
dark
picked up her
Portland
notebook.
bedroom, she found the
Dusk
page.
is in the corner right
Dusk's
now.
amber eyes
The
were
amber eyes are
when she
open.
opened it.
Mara is writing.
Mara is
I'm writing this. If you found something, leave a comment. We read all of them. Dusk has probably already visited your dreams. You just didn't write them down.
Dusk has
Subscribe.
probably already
He already
visited
knows
your
you're here.
dreams. You just didn't write them down. Subscribe. He already knows you're here.